In the shadowed depths of an ancient, fog-shrouded forest known as Whispering Woods, where trees seem to murmur secrets and the wind carries echoes of long-forgotten screams, the story begins with Elias, a reclusive warden haunted by his past. Elias patrols the eerie trails as always, unaware that tonight, the forest's malevolent spirit awakens. Suddenly, spectral arrows, glowing faintly with an otherworldly luminescence, whiz through the mist, embedding into trees inches from his head. Who or what is launching them? The air grows thick with an unnatural chill, and distant whispers taunt him. But no figure emerges from the gloom. Determined to unravel the mystery, Elias sheds his cloak and creeps forward, his breath visible in the freezing air despite the summer night. Hours pass in tense silence, broken only by rustling leaves that sound like footsteps. He dismisses it as a trick of the mind, or perhaps a deranged poacher. But as doubt creeps in, an arrow strikes his shoulder with a burning pain that feels like icy fire spreading through his veins. Pulling it out, it crumbles into dust, leaving a cursed mark that pulses with dark energy. Infection? Or something far worse, a supernatural curse? He must escape the woods before the whispers consume him. Fleeing to his rusted truck, it refuses to start, the engine sputtering like a dying breath. Was it sabotaged by human hands, or did the forest itself intervene? With no time to ponder, Elias stumbles on foot through twisting paths that seem to shift and rearrange. His eyes catch a glimpse of an abandoned hearse hidden in the thorns, its windows smeared with what looks like blood. Suspecting its link to his attacker, he carves a cryptic symbol on its door, a ward against evil, and races home. In his isolated cabin, lit only by flickering candlelight to ward off shadows that seem to move on their own, Elias examines the wound. The arrow's remnants resemble relics from forgotten rituals, etched with runes that glow faintly in the dark. Once a ritualist himself, studying ancient lore, Elias abandoned it after his son, Theo, vanished during a forbidden ceremony 5 years ago. Theo loved the stars and begged Elias not to meddle with the occult, but Elias's obsession led to that fateful night when shadows swallowed the boy. Now, Elias drowns his guilt in elixirs that blur reality, his wife long gone, fleeing the madness. He became the forest's guardian, installing hidden mirrors and wards across the woods to reflect evil and monitor the unseen, hoping to glimpse Theo's spirit. Meanwhile, in the cursed town of Hollow's End, plagued by unexplained disappearances, the enigmatic constable Mira arrives at the decrepit station to bail out her sibling, Kai, arrested in an forsaken mill tied to arcane artifacts from centuries past. Mira, with her own hidden tattoos of protection spells, warns Kai and releases them. Kai swears innocence, claiming the mill's spectral workers, ghostly figures, assaulted them for prying into forbidden knowledge. A chilling call reports a body by the mist-covered river, its waters whispering names of the dead. Mira investigates, finding a young woman drained of color, her throat marked with glowing runes that fade under moonlight. No clues, but blood trails suggest she clawed through the underbrush, pursued by an invisible force. An arrow lodged in a nearby tree hums with eerie energy. Mira pockets it for forbidden analysis. Back home, Elias's estranged partner visits, urging him to perform a ritual burial for Theo's empty grave, as she's expecting a new life untouched by curses. Elias refuses, convinced Theo's spirit lingers. She leaves in despair, seeing him lost in hallucinatory visions. At the crime scene, officers probe the body under torchlight that casts monstrous shadows. Mira spots the runes, ancient symbols of binding souls. Searching yields ectoplasmic residues, hinting the victim fought an ethereal predator. The arrow's core reveals a symbol matching Elias's wound. Broadcasts identify the victim, not Theo, but Elias rushes to confirm, his heart pounding with dread. Relieved yet tormented, he clings to hope. Mira learns Elias's tragic tale from a town elder versed in lore, stirring pity amid suspicion. Dawn breaks unnaturally dim. Elias signs the ritual papers, but an alarm from his wards shrieks. Mirrors shatter on camera, revealing a phantom hunter chasing a girl through fog that forms grasping hands. Elias grabs vials of glowing essence, a cursed dagger, and ventures out. At the attack site, now pulsing with malevolent aura, Elias shatters a vial, releasing luminous mist that reveals the hunter's translucent form, dripping with shadows. It evades, vanishing into whispers. Elias finds the girl, her neck etched with fading runes, voice stolen by dark magic. He carries her to safety, but exhaustion hits. She attacks, mistaking him for the entity. He calms her with soothing incantations. They hide in his warded burrow, where roots seem to breathe. She reveals her name, Lyra, via etched dirt, her story lost to silent screams. The hunter cuts voices to prevent summoning help from spirits. Elias vows protection, sensing a connection to Theo. Morning's false light. Mira uncovers leads. Lyra seen with occult enthusiasts. Suspicion falls on Elias, rumored to summon entities post-loss. Elias returns home to lurking shadows. The hunter manifests, a swirling vortex of darkness, hurling spectral arrows. A brutal clash ensues. Elias weakened. The entity impales Lyra, her scream echoing silently. Mira arrives, seeing Elias armed over the body. Twist, the entity solidifies behind, revealing itself as a vengeful wraith tied to Kai. But no, it's a misdirection. Mira shoots Elias to let the wraith flee, but Elias radios for spectral healers. He staggers to his ex's home, now wed to a lorekeeper. They hide him in a walking wagon near the mill, summoning a shadowy healer who mends with forbidden herbs. Elias reveals the truth. The lorekeeper pursues Kai, but it's a trap. Kai confesses partial involvement, leading to a hidden crypt where the mill's overlord, Voss, is bound, tortured for summoning the true entity. Voss denies crafting the arrows. His bear no marks. The real hunter is elsewhere, fooling all. Elias retracts accusations, sparing Kai. Seeking renewal, Elias lives anew, but the mystery festers. Grocery run. Elias spots the marked hearse. Hope ignites. Following a duplicate, he confronts an elder who points to a neighbor's lair. Breaking in, the house reeks of decay, basement horrors, walls plastered with soul-trapped portraits of vanished children, including Theo's, glowing eyes following him. An altar holds a girl mid-ritual, voice excised. Ambushed by the healer, revealed as the summoner, a betrayed soul whose child was lost to Elias's old rituals. Scene shifts. Mira at the healer's den, uncovering photos of his doomed offspring. Name etched in runes, matching arrows. Mira races to Elias's cabin, sees the horror on wards. She activates forest traps, vines that ensnare souls, pits of endless dark. The healer ensnared, Elias demands answers. You invoked the void, stealing my child's essence. I curse drinkers of forbidden knowledge, silencing them eternally. Elias banishes him to the abyss. Mira arrives too late, justice served in shadows. Elias performs Theo's rite, removing wards. Mira seals the mill's portal. The woods whisper on, mysteries unsolved, horrors lurking.